the Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up for the Super Bowl, which means Travis Kelce won't be at the Grammys this Sunday with his girlfriend Taylor Swift. While on the Pat McAfee show, Travis confirmed that he and Taylor had been seeing each other for almost a month before she turned up to watch his game in late September. That was against the Bears, by the way.
The Bears
Jeff,
lost, FYI.
And they lost, FYI. He also talked about how they deal with all the media attention. Watch.
Hopefully everybody realizes that we're two people in a relationship supporting each other and having fun with it, man. It's nothing more than that. And how much the world wants to paint the picture and make us the enemy, we just have fun with it, and we enjoy every single bit of it. And sure enough, I love it when Taylor comes and supports me and enjoys the game with the fam and friends. It's been nothing but just a wonderful year, man.
Meantime, Travis's teammate Patrick Mahomes is being dragged online for having a quote-unquote dad bod. It's all over this video that was captured in the locker room following the Chiefs' championship win on Sunday. And some people online started commenting on his quote-unquote dad bod. Patrick noticed some of the comments and wrote, "Yo, why they have to do me like that?" with the hashtag dad bod season. All right, Jeff, I know you always have a lot to say about the dad bod season.
Well, I'm Patrick Mahomes. I already liked him, right? But him leaning into it, that's how you do it, right?
Yep.
That's how you do it. But we get into this big fight over here all the time, and I'm not buying what everyone's putting down, that people enjoy a dad bod more than they do a six-pack. I'm not buying it ever. I will die on this fat hill.
Yeah, you have definitely, like, this is your hill.
Yeah, this is my hill. It's a lie. You don't go to your high school reunion and be like, "Hey, Ted, you look like you put on 20, 30 pounds. Way to go, buddy." You don't do that. Nobody says that. That's never happened.
Erica?
I just struggle with this conversation with you in particular, Jeff, because you have the most out and about body dysmorphia that you project all of these things over, because I actually understand what you mean when you say, "I'm very hard on myself. This is about me and my image." I understand that more than you probably will ever know. But I'm telling you now, when it comes to functionality, people actually are not necessarily going after this chiseled body. Mm-hmm. First of all, muscles a lot of times have no function. They certainly don't necessarily do anything other than, I mean, you can look at them, you can admire them, but a lot of what you're describing is for the male gaze. It's for men to find it aspirational or for men to find it attractive. I think when you're talking about heteronormative relationships, it's not a lie when a woman says, "Yeah, well, I actually prefer a dad bod." I don't understand why it's so bonkers that a woman could feel that way to you.
He doesn't believe us.
No, I don't believe it.
He doesn't. I've been saying this for years.
You don't picture, you're not just like picturing, never mind.
I'm just curious, is Jordan kicking you out of bed at night?
No, it's all good. I'm just saying, when you're having a fantasy, you're not like, "Man, I wish Chris Farley would roll all over me."
Okay.
You know what I mean? You want the guys from 300 having a little party in your room.
I think what women, let me just speak for most women, I think when most women see a completely chiseled guy, that to us, first of all, women are much more driven by someone's talent, their swagger, their personality.
All that aside, listen, I like little curves too. I'm not saying
totally.
I'm just saying like a quick walking by the beach, you're not just like, "Wow, that guy really let himself go."
Yeah. No,
mental image for later.
I think it's more about partnering up with someone. I think it's sexier to partner up with someone that's not so driven by their physicality. That to me is more sexy.
If you were going to have a one-night stand with someone from Spain, who would you like?
Maybe a ripped person, totally.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I'm saying more partnering up.
I don't know. Have you ever thought about two ripped people getting physical? There's a lot of sparks that can fly there. It's a lot of things that happen.
Were you?
Final thought, Al.
Last thing, Jeff, we talked off air. I hope the viewers know that this is not some contrived. We've been talking about this for 2.5 hours in a row.
Yes, three seasons.
Yes, thank you, Erica. I will just say this. Maybe if you're going strictly fantasy and you're like, you look at one of the guys from 300 and you're like, "Oh, I think he's attractive." But I think most people, when they look at somebody, it's a spectrum. Some people like much larger people. Some people like much smaller people, but it is a spectrum. And I've talked to people because I was on your team for years, but then I've talked to so many of my friends, and they're like, I know what you're saying, but this is what I like.
Yep.
And
Then why are people calling him dad bod? Why aren't they like dream bod? Ooh, Patrick Mahomes, you look so soft.
it's not
and
everybody's
squishy. I
dream.
love
It's
it.
not everybody's dream bod. It's not everybody's dream bod, but it's somebody's. It's Britney's.
All right, Britney's. All right. Well, speaking of football and Britney, 20 years ago today, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson had that infamous wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl. Now JT's making headlines again over another scandal. Last week, Britney Spears issued an apology to anyone she may have offended in her memoir. But during a concert last night, Justin seemingly responded to that right before performing his hit song, Cry Me a River. Watch.
I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Ooh, okay, so if you remember Cry Me a River, was about Britney Spears. I mean, he literally cast a girl to look just like her in the music video. Britney just posted, okay? Britney wrote, someone told me someone was talking bleep about me on the streets.
Oh.
Do you want me to bring it to the court, or will you go home crying to your mom like you did last time? I'm not sorry.
Oh, that's the pop star equivalent to hit him up. Yeah. I can't believe Britney came like that. Good for you. Britney tried to be the bigger person. Shout out. Erica,
Don't
talk to the
start
people.
none.
Talk to the people.
All 2024, don't start none, won't be none. Because Justin Timberlake clearly has a branding issue. It's who he wants to be versus how he got to be who he is. And you can do that, but sweetheart, your demo are like moms who are in their 40s, and we don't like that. Like, that demo doesn't like that.
We heard they didn't like it.
So it's like, don't apologize, fine, but don't like double down and talk like you. Honey, this fake thug thing is so over. That was in the 90s and 2000s.
Thank you, Erica Cobb. Team Britney over here.